Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great week. Today we are touching on title state versus lien state and why it's important to know the difference and what your state is in regards to the rules that apply when buying and selling a home. So this typically comes up when you live in New York and you have a house that you're looking to sell, we get a contract on it, and then you call a family member in Connecticut and you say, I just got an accepted contract on my house, I just talked to the attorney, and they stop you and they say, wait, what? Why did you talk to an attorney? We didn't need an attorney to buy our house or to sell our house. And that's where it's important to know the difference between title state and lien state. In a title state, Connecticut, for example, is a title state. They can use one single title company to close their entire real estate transaction. Why is that? That is because in a title state, if you bought a house, for example, in Connecticut, and you went through Wells Fargo to get your loan for that house, Wells Fargo is the one who is put on the title. So it's important to understand that in a title state, if you are getting a loan, the bank is the one put on the title, which means that they have interest in the property, which in a lien state that is the case, but it looks a little different. So it's important to understand in a title state, the lender is on your deed. So when you go to buy a house, all you need in a title state is a title company to put the lender and yourself on the deed. That's all. Whereas in New York, for example, we are a lien state. So the lender is not on the deed. It is only the buyer who is on the deed. And the lender who you're getting a mortgage through is simply a lien holder. Just like when you buy a car and it says on that title, lien, if there's a lien on it, it's the same concept. They are technically a lien to your house, just like you'd have a lien on your car if you have a payment that you have to make on it before you can actually sell it. So it's identifying there is a payoff that has to happen before this property can be clear, but you are the only one on the title in a lien state. Your bank is not on the title. This is why foreclosures are so different from state to state, and we'll talk about that in another video. But what I want you to take away from today is title state versus lien state, and why in a title state, all you need is a title company to close an entire real estate transaction, because the lender is the one on the title. So they have a title company that they've already worked with for all of the title work who closes the entire thing. They are the ones driving that ship. Whereas in New York, for example, who is a lien state, the attorneys have to be the ones to make sure that the title goes into the individual owner's name and that the bank is simply a lien on the property. And they have to be the ones to make sure that all of that paperwork, all of that title work is filled out correctly to make sure everyone is filed in the right order, because the bank is not on the deed in New York. They are simply a lien attached to the deed. So I know that was a lot to digest, and I know you probably think that it doesn't matter and you didn't need to know any of that. But again, it's very important when recognizing why attorneys are necessary in New York versus in Connecticut or other title states. Because states that are lien states require attorneys to make sure the titles are in the owner's names and the lender is just a lien. If you have any questions regarding this, let me know. We're doing a follow-up video to this on bank-owned properties and why zombie homes look different here in New York in the process and why they take so long to list as opposed to other states, and it ties right back to this. So feel free to check that out and let us know if you have any questions.